Holy crap, we actually got the pilot. What? Okay, guys, hi, it's Isaac. First of all, sorry for no videos. I have been busy, and I'm also a procrastinator, so yeah. But, I wanted to make a quick video because, like, the pilot came out. They just dropped it. The pilot just dropped. They announced it yesterday, and it's here on the official Thomas YouTube channel. They didn't put it behind a paywall. They didn't air it at the Audrey extravaganza. No, it's there. Oh my gosh, we actually got it. Oh man, this is crazy. Okay. Also, I've got no script for this because if I wrote a script, this video would never come out. So I've just got some notes. So this may run a little long. We'll see in the end. But anyways. Okay. So, for anyone who's misinformed or just doesn't know what's going on, which, you know, if you don't know what's going on, why'd you click on the video? But basically, Ian McHugh found the pilot in Mattel's deep within the catacombs of Mattel HQ, and they have been working to restore it, from what I have read. And well, we have it. We have the pilot. It came out, and it looks really great. It really does. Honestly, I thought, from reading like the wiki article on it, I thought it was gonna be pretty bad. Like, they said somewhere that like smoke was gonna be like leaking out of Thomas's eyes or something, or it just looked bad. And no, to be completely honest, I think I kind of liked it more than the final Down the Mine episode for a few reasons. Okay, I think the biggest one, and I think we can all agree on this one. Come on, guys. The mine crash in this one is better. It is better in every single way. So in the original episode, Thomas, he goes past the board and then he falls into the mine, but it just kind of cuts, like the mine's not there. You hear the Ringo go like, "Come back," and then Thomas falls in the mine that has magically appeared in a close-up shot where you can barely see what's going on, and it's just kind of lame, to be honest. I always felt cheaped out because in the original books, like, the ground, like, starts falling away beneath Thomas, and it just looks really cool. And then it's just, like, the season 1, it just cuts to it, which I kind of thought, well, to be fair, season 1 didn't have a huge budget. For heaven's sake, Britt had to mortgage her house just to fund this, so I thought, that's too big of a crash. They can't actually show it. No! In the pilot episode, they showed the mine collapsing and Thomas falling into it, and it's spectacular. It looks so good. Like, oh my gosh, it looks so good. Oh, man. And just, the mine crash is so good. I can't. But, there were a few other things I liked better, too. Like, the scene at, is it Lower Tidmouth? I think so, yeah. Where Thomas first talks to Gordon, like, when he talks about the smell. Is that something that bothered me is that it's supposed to be like Thomas is kind of chilling at the platform. He insults Gordon, and then, he backs up to Annie and Clarabelle. But in the episode, he's already coupled up to Annie and Clarabelle, and then it plays this shot where he backs up to them, and it's like, well, that's kind of confusing. He was already attached to them. What? I mean, it's a small gripe, and I don't really know if anyone else has a problem with it, but I like how they have Thomas uncoupled from the very beginning. Again, really small thing, but that's just the thing I noticed. Also, they didn't have the scene where Thomas goes under the bridge. The newest thing from the pilot we had found of him was the photo of him going under the bridge, right? apparently that footage either doesn't exist anymore or maybe it was low quality. I don't know. Something. Also, look at Gordon in this. Like, look at this dude. He looks so goofy. And to be completely honest, I kind of love him here. Because, like, okay, I've already told many times, Gordon is my favorite character in the franchise. And I think, I don't know, but this model, I feel like, really captures Gordon really well. A lot better than I thought it did originally from, like, that behind-the-scenes photo of it. The giant sloping front end kind of, like, shows off, like, how big and mighty he views himself, in my opinion. Like, plus he looks so tall. And he towers over Thomas, and it's so much more obvious. And I love that, honestly. I mean, to be honest, I love what we got in the end, and I think ultimately it was the wiser choice because it looks more realistic, I guess. But I do like this. I do like this Gordon. Plus his face masks. Like, the faces are kind of goofy looking again, but especially Gordon's. Thomas, it really just looks like they moved his eyebrows around and kept it mostly the same because, like, didn't they just keep Thomas's old model? I'll check the wiki. There's probably a photo telling me, yes, you were right, blah, 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 blah. But, yeah, oh my God. Also, I don't know if anyone else is talking about it, but that Duck / Annie and Clarabelle theme that Mike O'Donnell did, oh, that's really good. Also, just in general, I'm so happy that they brought Mike back. Like, they didn't just get some random royalty-free music or just whoever to do the music. No, they got Mike O'Donnell, the original guy, back. And it's really great, like, to hear all the motifs and stuff again. Like, again, I love the Annie and Clarabelle's theme that opens with Duck's little interlude or whatever it's called. Like, that's great. I love the breakdown theme. I love the Thomas theme. It's all great. And it's really sweet that they brought Mike back. I'm really glad they did. Also, speaking of sound effects, I don't know where I heard this, but I heard, like, in the temp, they had a woman doing the voice, the narration, and I was kind of disappointed that wasn't there because I've always, like, thought that it's kind of weird that Thomas has never had a female narrator, because when I think, like, being read a bedtime story, I typically think, like, my mom would do that, but, you know, that might just be me. But I'm kind of disappointed that's not there, but, you know, Ringo, so that's great. Also, I love the line, like, the Thomas's, what's in a lie, a lie, a lie. I thought that was great. I'm like, there's so much in this that I'm disappointed that we didn't get in the final episode. Like, the final episode's a lot snappier. This one kind of lets things play out more, and I kind of love that. Also, can we talk about, like, when Gordon jerks Thomas out of the mine, just yanks him? That's kind of funny. But, you know, maybe that's just me, but also Thomas's whistle. That's interesting. Because didn't they say that none of the sound effects were there? So that was intentional. Huh. But, yeah. Yeah, we got the pilot. And honestly, to be completely honest, if it's not obvious already, I kind of prefer the pilot over the final episode. I mean, the final episode kind of looks cleaner, but I feel like the pilot just has a charm to it. And just a lot more natural. I mean, there are some things that are kind of iffy, like how I think when it shows the Knapford sign, I think that kind of is cut too short, but, you know, we can just blame that on Mattel because this is a reconstruction also. But there's just so many things I like that in this that are better, like the whole mine crash, every scene in the mine is better, except for the fact that we don't have that one great shot from, like, the cave looking out towards Thomas and Gordon. That's I'll give the the official release of the episode that point. But yeah, this is great. This is Mattel, you cooked. This is great. Thank you, Ian McHugh. Thank you, Mike O'Donnell. Thank you, everyone who worked on this. This is fantastic. I don't know about you guys, but I'm loving the anniversary so far. This has been great. Well, I'm not going to talk much longer so that this doesn't become a 20-minute video. But thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe, watch more of my videos, all that cool jazz. If you like to listen to me just blabber on about random stupid stuff like this, make sure to comment, because these videos are actually a lot easier to make, and I like making them. So yeah. Also, we got the pilot. Oh my god, we got the pilot. Oh. All right, to the outro. Bye bye.